how y'all doing? CJ Moto here, and today I'd like to tell you about some of my dislikes with this 2019 CRF 450L. First thing that I don't like about this bike is the high-low beam, horn, turn signal buttons. They're just not perfect. For some reason when you first own this bike, and even when after you own it for a while, the horns never, I don't know exactly what they need to do differently, but the horn is just not, I don't know, it's weird. The layout's weird here. You gotta take some real getting used to. And this is, if you press this down, it makes the high beam hit on. So if you're, another thing that kind of annoys me, it's kind of a cool feature, but at the same time, if you have to make sure your low beam's on, like you just want to click it down and make sure, okay, my high beam's not on, then you're automatically going to high beam somebody. So just keep that in mind. Next thing I don't like, the stock rear view mirrors. As you can see, that's not the stock rear view mirror. I don't like them. I like this guy, the double take with the ram mount. That's what I like. The throttle is super, what do you call it? Finicky. Give it this much gas and it tries to fly out from under your legs. I like that. Some people don't. Another obvious thing that you're probably not going to like is service intervals. You got to do the service intervals by the manual, or at least that's what people would recommend. And they are often, they're basically motocross service intervals. I can say that pretty much factually, according to what I think only, you can get away with 1,000 mile oil changes if you're just riding it on the road and you're running like a semi-synthetic oil. So 1,000 mile oil changes, some people aren't going to like that. Doesn't really bother me, but that's definitely on the list. Part of me wants to say I don't like this exhaust, although I really do. I don't mind it. It actually doesn't sound bad. And I'm excited to get an aftermarket exhaust, but I'm also kind of happy that it doesn't annoy the shit out of my neighbors. Kind of don't like the gas cap, because when you take the gas cap off, you just kind of have this gas cap. What are you going to do with it? Well, you just kind of do this. Haven't had any problems with that, and you also don't lose it. But it's kind of, I don't know. Maybe we could do something else with that. I know the European models aren't like that. The clutch is like, this is your range of movement. Like this is disengaged. This is fully engaged. I'm not really saying I hate it, but some people it really bothers them. I actually kind of like it, but at the same time it does take some getting used to. If you haven't ridden a bunch of motorcycles, that's going to annoy you. Dipstick, it is cool that it has a dipstick, but why does it not have a sight glass? That'd be way cooler for when you're changing the oil, not having to take this dipstick in and out, in and out, in and out, making sure the right amount of oil's in the bike. I don't like the stock rear fender thingy. That's gone now, so I didn't like it. Now it's gone. I used the existing mount, so this is part of that existing mount. If you have any mechanical knowledge, or just, you know, even if you don't really, you take that bottom part of that stock mount and you don't need to buy anything or do anything. You just move it up there, and then you go get yourself like a 6-inch LED strip and wire it into the stock brake light thing, and you mount it right there, and your plate's lit up and you have a license plate. I haven't had any issues. The seat, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you have a bony ass, such as I have a bony ass, this seat becomes a little bit uncomfortable. It's not horrible, but it would be nice to get an aftermarket seat. There you have it, folks. Those are the things that I do not like about this beautiful CRF 450L. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on my incredibly tight white t-shirt and these sweet Pit Viper sunglasses. Thank you very much for your support. I do truly appreciate it. CJ Moto out.
So I'm gonna count down from 10 to 0, but then you should know I don't really wanna take it slow. So if you love me, let's go.